Okay, it's recording. Okay, hello everybody and welcome to a special episode of Comics Etc. where we talk about our newest website, Comics Etc. Direct. Now, we know you guys have a lot of questions, so I'm going to try to answer everything that I can tonight and let you know why we came up with the concept and everything about it. Seeing as it is nighttime though, I hope everyone has their drinks ready and popcorn and stuff, and come on. There we go. Thank you, servant. Very good. Now, over here. No, over this one. Only the finest here at Comics Etc. Look at that vintage. That's a Pepsi Max. Drink of choice of Comics Etc. I'm all set. There we go. I've already had my lollies for the evening. Very good. Could use a couple of ice cubes. Okay, so let's start. Okay. So basically I'm going to start at the beginning. At first there was blackness, and then, no, I'm kidding. So mid last year, we were thinking during COVID of all the things that you guys have asked us through the years, and we secretly started surveying our customers, asking what you guys wanted from comics delivered to Australia. And overwhelmingly, you guys told us that you would prefer to get slower comics cheaper than weekly comics at the same price or more expensive. So we spent a lot of time going back and forward trying to think of a way to make it work. And the only thing we could really come up with was a system where we would have monthly shipping. Now, the reason why that's essential to get something like Comics Etc. to direct to work is the shipping to Australia is astronomical. If you've ever bought anything from overseas, you know just how much it costs. Now, imagine that times infinity, because comics weigh a lot and we get tens of thousands every single week. So we thought if we get it weekly, we're going to cut down on 4 weeks worth of import duty and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll be able to pass those savings directly onto you guys. And it would be a way to encourage you guys to also think about getting comics on a monthly basis. So that was our first step. And then we thought to ourselves, by doing this pre-order system, we're also eliminating the dead stock that we also have sitting on our shelves every single month. Because every single comic that you see sitting on our shelves after a certain period of time, we just eat. We don't get to return them. We don't get to destroy them except in rare instances. So, like for instance, this pile of Amazing Spider-Man, every single one of those, we're stuck with that money for the rest of our life. So by introducing Comics Etc. Direct, suddenly all this disappears for a large portion of it, and we can then once again take those profits and pass them on to you guys. So that's kind of the idea and thinking behind the whole process of Comics Etc. Direct being a monthly website and process to ordering. So when you guys place an order, we don't get them weekly. We actually are going to get them monthly and then ship them directly onto you monthly. So as you can see, I've got the website up in the corner there. And this is pretty much Comics Etc. Direct. So here's how it works. Every single month, about the 20th, all the comic companies release what they plan to bring out in the next few months. So at the moment, what you see on Comics Etc. Direct, even though it is now June, is stuff that's going to start shipping in August. Now, the reason they do that is so retailers can take the pre-orders and get an idea on what people may want to buy. So we thought, instead of just giving you guys a small snippet of a selection, why not give you the entire selection? So there's over 2,000 individual comic lines in the previous catalogue, and it's really hard for a comic store to pick what will be a good seller and what won't. But now with our new system, we put up every single book and comic in the previous catalogue, in the DC Direct, in whatever the new Marvel catalogue is going to be, and you guys decide. Whatever it is, if it's a cover B, if it's a cover C, it's now in your hands, and we'll get it. What happens is the process is, at the end of every month, our new website spits out a report. It's all digital, no hand touches it. I can't screw it up, Remy can't screw it up, no one can screw it up. It goes direct to the publishers, and whatever you've ordered is exactly what Comics Etc. Direct will order. So there's no me putting it in the system wrong. The company can screw up, by the way, and send the wrong things. That can still happen. But as far as the ordering goes, it's going straight from us to the distributor and then straight to your homes. So that's pretty much how the system's going to work there. And why, if you look on the website now, you'll notice that there is a lot on there that we normally wouldn't give you. Do you want to pass me a previous catalogue there, my butler? So in case you guys don't know, every month you can actually order this also on the website. It's there. This is a previous catalogue. It's very thick. It has everything. So if you don't want to look on the website, you can pick up one of these and then do a search by item codes in the website. But if you can't be bothered actually buying previews, it's all there. Every single thing is actually on Diamond, on our website. So the way I did it to make sure that we haven't screwed anything up is I did a fake order with the publishers to see if there were anything that they won't ship to Australia. And so everything on there at the moment is correct. So it may change down the line where they suddenly go, oh, we can't send any Avatar: The Last Airbenders to Australia anymore. If that happens, don't worry, we'll refund your money instantly. We're not going to screw anyone around. Okay, so let me just have a look at the site. All right, so I'll grab that in a second, thank you. Okay, so the first thing I'll show you is our lovely clock. I'd like to thank the brilliant team at Lamb Digital who made our websites, both of them. They've done a fantastic job. So this is it. This is the website. The timer gives you an exact indication of how long you have to place your orders. Now, typically you're going to get a month to get the... One second, do you have the actual stream up? I think it just cut out. Oh, good. Okay. Typically you're going to get about 30 days to place your order every single month. This one is a short one just because of the making the website and everything was a little bit tight for time. So you do have a shorter window this month, but next month it'll be closer to the start of the month or maybe even a little bit earlier. And it will probably go through till about the 25th to the 28th of every single month. We also might be extending it depending if the publishers allow us a bigger window to order. So the orders will come closer to when you actually want them. So at the moment, you've got about 16 days and 20 hours to place your orders. Down here, we've got pretty much what I'm going to be talking about tonight, how it all works. And I really encourage everyone to look at it and give it a quick read through. There's a very basic FAQ there that you can see here if you click on the Learn More. But there's also a in-depth one, which you actually have to click in order to make any purchase on the website. And I really want everyone to give it a read, just so we're all on the same base and no one's angry at the end or any of that kind of stuff. And yeah, so that's basically the process. That's part of the website. And then we go down and we've got the publishers. Now, we decided to break it up into quite a few different sections. We have a segment of the audience that only like to get trade paperbacks. Now you can go through the trade paperback section and just browse till your heart's content and just order whatever you wanted. We list both our price on Comics Etc. and Comics Etc. Direct, because when we say it's 25 to 35% off retail, obviously there's no retail price for us here in Australia. It's whatever it is at the time. This is off our current exchange rate of what we are going to sell it for in Comics Etc. when it gets released directly to the store. The reason why this might work well for you guys too is that the Australian dollar never, ever, ever skyrockets up overnight. It may go from 77 to like 77.5. What it does happen a lot is that it could go from 77 down to 74, like that. So you're locking in an exchange rate, and if that does happen, it's on us. We've got to eat those profits, but that's the gamble that we take. The next section we've got is the manga, because we know there's a big manga audience out there. I'm hoping we can get into a much wider catalogue. I don't know manga, so that way you guys can tell us what's big. I don't know, is Adichie and Shimmery a light popular one? I don't know. If it is, buy it so we know. Then we've got the big companies there like Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, and just a little spiel about us, because I want you to feel comfortable that we have been around for 35 years. As some of our old timers can attest to, we have been around since the dawn of time. That we're not some new company that is just going to take your money and run. This hasn't been a big plan that we've had all along to just sneakily do this for a month and then run off. We've been around for a very long time. We've been reliably getting comics from every comic company in the entire world. That's going to continue. your money is in safe hands with us, and I get that it's a bit daunting just handing over money months in advance with nothing to show for it initially, except the savings, which are incredible. And then we've got the publishers. So basically this is just a little bit of a spiel about each of the publishers, what they publish, and just something for people who aren't really into comics can have a look at that and know where their favourite franchises are, because people might not know that Berserk is a Boom book or that Marvel published Star Wars now, but now you can kind of find it. So that's pretty much it. We've got our everyday stuff like our privacy policy. There you go, boring. Got to do that legally. We've got our Contact Us page. Sorry if that's a bit fast for everyone. If you want to contact us, it's easy. It goes through to us. We've set up a whole new mail server for it too, because our current email sucks. But this is a whole new one. So that's really good. And the last thing that I will show you guys and bore you guys with is the in-depth terms and conditions, because that might answer a lot of your questions. I'll grab that in a sec. I'll just show you also up here let's go have a look. I'll just go randomly at Marvel. Marvel's a good one. So it's listed alphabetically, except so the first 4 products have to be something like we focus on. So I didn't want Alien to be the focus every month, so I just put a couple at the front. Marvel, unfortunately, do not show all the covers every single month, which is really annoying. So that's why you see that image coming soon. The reason why we wish they wouldn't do it. If you look at DC are pretty good and give all the images. But at the end of the day, if you're an Amazing Spider-Man collector and you're going to get every cover anyway, do you really need to see it? It's all there for you. So you don't, like, if you know you're going to get cover B, C, D, it's there for you. You can just buy it. If they update the artwork throughout the month, we will endeavour to get it in and actually update the website. But it's actually pretty rare after they put the previous catalogue out to not supply that cover till a week before the orders are due. And it is extremely annoying. The only other thing that I will show you is that outside of the regular publishers, I have the other section. Now, other section is, and for some reason the pictures aren't loading for the first time ever tonight. That's very bizarre, but what can you do? It's everything else that's not from a major publisher in alphabetical order. I wish we could have done it in order of the previous catalogue, because a lot of you guys are really used to the previous catalogue. It wouldn't let me, so it's in alphabetical order. So if you're after something like Cave Woman or Tarot or any of the other titles like Avatar Press or anything like that, and you can't find it, it's in other. Our search is pretty good. So for instance, if I put in back issue for Back Issue Magazine, for all you old timers, there you go, click on it there. There it is, not showing the cover. Great timing for the artwork to go down. I've never seen this happen before. Great, but either way, it's there, it works. So the other good thing that we have now is that you can add your bag and boards in the cart as per usual, but the only other thing you can do now is, let's just go to a comic so I know there's a picture there for one of them. Let's add this to the cart. Okay, it's added to the cart. Once it's added to the cart, you can actually click on Add Bag and Board. It tells us that you want the bag and board to be attached to that comic. So when we get the invoice, it will actually say Moon Knight issue 2, Moon Knight issue 2 bag and board. So we know exactly what you want to bag and board in case you don't want to have it any other way. Once you go to the cart, there we go. One cover's working and one's not. We have our little thing there for the read the terms and conditions. You got to check it because you got to read it. It's really important you guys read it. And then you can go through. Now, in case you're wondering, we got asked this already, we do not offer Afterpay. Afterpay's fees are 6%. So if we were to offer Afterpay, we would not be doing the service because they take way too much of a hit out of every single retailer. So if you don't have to use Afterpay, by the way, please don't. It's a huge burden on companies and don't do it. Unless you have to. If you have to, go nuts. Use it as much as you want. Checkout process is just the same as Comics Etc. On the main site. You'll get an order confirmation, and that will let you know everything that you need to know about when your items are actually going to be shipping. Now, that brings me to the next point, which is, when are your items actually going to ship? Now, as I mentioned earlier, your items are going to ship out monthly. So if you have a look at, for instance, this one here, how it says August release, it is the August release titles, means that at the end of August, once that shipment arrives, your comics will ship. If it's at September, your comics are going to send at the end of September. So the way it works is that the very last week of the month, the last Wednesday, is when everything from America will ship out to us. And then the minute it arrives, we'll start processing the orders and let you know if they're ready for collection in store, or if you are getting them shipped out, how they're actually going to come to you. So that's why it's really, really, really important that you have a notice of the actual banner on each of the images to let you know when the items are actually going to ship. You also notice that, like, especially for Marvel, this is a really good example, how it's got August release, October release. Every month, if you're getting stuff shipped out, there is a postage fee. Now, that covers all the items that you're buying in that month. So even if you've got items shipping in August, September, October, it's fine. Your fee covers all those items. Normally what will happen, and we hope that you guys use the website enough, that your stuff shipping in October will either ship by itself in October, or we'll just include it with your October shipment. So there's no extra cost you guys will have to spend if you order stuff that splits over a good couple of months. Everyone behaving themselves over there, assistant? All right, cool. Let me just refresh this page, see if I can get the images back.
I think it's our internet, because that doesn't even work. I had to use my own phone data.
Apparently it's our internet, which is once again really good while I'm doing a live stream. But if no one is complaining, that's all good. All right, now comes the boring bit where I'm going to talk about our terms and conditions. So, like I said, actually I don't need it. No, I don't need it. I've got it all good here. No, you'll be helpful soon. So how long do you have to place an order? Easily about 30 days, give or take, every single month. It will change. We'll let you know. Just make sure you look at that timer. That's the key. So we will send out a newsletter when the new catalog goes live every single month, middle of the month to remind you, and then a couple of days before the order is due to give you that last little kick in the pants to have a look and make sure you get your orders in. Because once that order window closes, that's it. We won't be getting that stock in at that discount ever again. It's over. We will get it in at the store and you can pay full price for it, and that's better for us. So maybe it isn't too bad if you miss the window. So yeah, the 25 to 35% discount is off our recommended retail price. And like I said, if the Australian dollar drops, if postage becomes expensive, that's on us. We'll have to eat it because we're already obligated to you to actually give you the items. Now, here's the thing that is a bit iffy for you guys. You can't change, add, or cancel an item after you've made the order. Now, the reason why is that order has automatically gone to the distributor and it's been ordered. So that's already money out of our pocket, because once you've given us the money, those items are yours. We've paid for it and it's on its way to you. The process is long, but it's on its way to you. So if we were to allow cancelled orders, suddenly we can't offer the service anymore because there's a lot of dead stock laying around. So yeah, we do not offer weekly shipping. If a miracle happens and this time next year COVID's over and the flights are coming into Australia every 5 minutes and it becomes cheap to get stuff from overseas, we will maybe do weekly shipping again if the pricing will allow it with our system. But no, monthly only, because that's what we actually get the stuff delivered to us with. Now, what can you expect your condition of your comics to be in? Look, this is a discount service, so you can't expect mint. If you come at us and go, I wanted a mint copy, you're not getting it. You're not. Having said that, if you're already a regular comic shopper with us here at Comics Etc., we will never, ever, ever send you a damaged book. We will never send you anything with the printing. We will never screw you guys around. This here is how the comics arrive to us. Now, I don't know if you can see. None of those are mint condition. This is just a random pile of DC Crush and Lobo that we got in this week. Corners are all slightly dinged. There's no creases, actually. These are in really good nick besides the stuff down the bottom, and there's a couple of printing dots there. You can't really see that, but we just wanted to grab a random pile just to make the point that we don't get the comics in mint condition, so we can't give you them in a mint condition. We can give them to you in a good condition. If there is ever a printing fault, or if you do open your comic and there is a rip or something like that, obviously we will replace it. Just send us a photo of it, explain what happened, and we'll do our best to rectify the problem. Because we can't check every single comic, and we know it happens. If you buy bag and boards for your comics, we will bag and board them before we ship them out to you. And they will be shipped to you in a different box as what normally do send them in. So we just want to make sure they're extra protected. Now, here's one we've been asked a bit already. Will we be offering variants? And the answer is yes, we will. So the reason we're not offering variants initially is that we need to know how many comics we're going to get in. So once we know we meet a threshold, so let's just say Batman is 1 in 25. Once we know safely that every month we're going to get in maybe 50 copies, we know we can get in 2 variants. We'll offer them on the website at a cheaper rate. But that's going to take a few months till we get the ball rolling and we know exactly what we can offer. So that will happen. You're just going to have to wait. Now, the other thing too is the cover listed when the website is actually working may not be the actual cover you get. 99.99% of the time, if a company has the artwork on a solicitation, that is the cover you're going to get. There might be a logo over it or something like that. That is the cover. Sometimes it changes, but it is a guide. I wish every company was like Image and DC and Dynamite, and when they actually put a cover up, that is the cover that you're actually getting. But it happens, so just be aware of that when you are ordering. If it is a comic and it does change the cover dramatically, and they turn it from a really nice J. Scott Campbell cover to a John Romita Jr. cover, we get it. We'll deal with that as it comes, and we'll give you guys a refund or offer to change it. So your orders are packed. If you've shopped with us before, we've got... we actually pride ourselves on our packing. Is it perfect? No. If Australia Post drops it, mistakes happen. But we have an incredibly good track record of damages here at Comics Etc. I would say for maybe we get 1 damage every 3 months. We do upcycle a lot of cardboard and plastic and waste that we get from Diamond and Luna, which is terrible at waste. We're pretty green here at Comics Etc., much to Nathan's disgust. So we try to recycle as much as we can of all of our stuff to make waste minimal. So sometimes if you have a look and you open up, we've used too much stuff, trust us, we're just getting rid of the waste that's been given to us. But like I said, we've got a really, really, really good track record. Mistakes do happen though. So if you do receive an incorrect, faulty or damaged good, we will refund and deal with that. Contact us and we'll deal with it as best we can. We may ask for it to be sent back, but we'll cover the postage costs of that. So if you get an incorrect item, that is another thing that happens even rarer than stuff getting damaged. When you buy something online, it's actually checked by 3 different teams. So we'll unpack the box, I'll grab it, Nate will check it, Dave will double check it when he boxes them up, or if it's an in-store, I'll grab it, Remy will check it, and then Dangan will double check it as he puts the order through. It goes through 3 people. Mistakes will happen, but we'll try to fix it as much as we can. And yeah, look, once again, we're going to try to get everything to you in a really good condition. But if you've ever bought from us before, you know what you're in for. And if you've got any people that doubt it, just let them know. Let them know we're pretty good at this. We've been doing it for a long time. So the other thing that may happen is that comics get delayed, comics get cancelled, and comics can sometimes be really late. So we're not going to screw you guys around. If we find out, the minute we find out a title's been cancelled for any reason whatsoever, we're refunding you. We're not waiting to find out what's going to happen with it or sit on that money. We're kind of OCD around here, but that fake OCD, not that real one, apologies to anyone with OCD, about having our order numbers go down. So as soon as we can finish an order and wipe it off our system, we want to do that. So reasons why an item might be cancelled is that a resolicitation, so publisher has decided they're just going to bring it out at a later date. A good example for that is Berserker. That originally was meant to be out in October. It got resolicited to a couple months ago. So all orders were initially cancelled, and then you had to reorder it again. You will have to reorder it again if it is resolicited though. Allocations occurred. This is very, very, very rare, but it does happen. Sometimes a publisher will not print enough of a certain book. I'll use Berserker Second Prints as a prime example, that they can't fill all the orders, so they'll only send us maybe 10 out of 200 we've ordered. In the case of when that does happen, once again, extremely rare, we will send that out on a first come, first serve basis. We'll look at the order of receipts, and it's whoever has ordered it first. Even if they've ordered 10 copies in there first, it's just out of fairness, they're going to get the 10 copies. We want to be fair to the ordering process. Lateness is another one. So if a comic is really, really, really late, what's a good one for that? Batman versus Ra's al Ghul, or that Max. Spider-Man? Batman the Max. If something like that happens, we will refund as soon as we find out it's officially been cancelled. And the last one is it's not available in your region. Sometimes a company may pick up the rights to not or sell a book, and we can't get it in anymore.
Like
Sonic for a little while. American Gods by Neil Gaiman. It happens. The Avatar soft covers for a while there we couldn't get in because of licensing agreements. When that happens, instant refund. But we will let you know so you can try to source it elsewhere. Already covered okay, so actually no, this is a good one too. If an item you have is delayed, or Diamond or Marvel have made a mistake and not sent it to us for the month, this is the workable process we're working on at the moment. We will report it, and we will give them 1 month to fix it. We will also let you guys know that this is happening. We'll give them 1 month to fix it. If at the end of the month Marvel haven't sent us our copies of Immortal Hulk, we'll refund you guys and let you know so you can buy it elsewhere. If you guys have bought it elsewhere in the meantime, let us know. We'll cancel your order. It's all fine. The hit rate of missing comics in the last 12 months has been exceptionally good. Knock on wood, it can change any minute, but I think we've maybe missed like 2 DC books out of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds we've got, and maybe 4 or 5 Marvel Boom ones. So if it happens, we will try our hardest to get it back in. And we will also try to fill those orders with the Comics Etc. stock on the rare case that it does happen. So if we do miss the copies, we will take... If we miss Amazing Spider-Man 1 month, but Comics Etc. has it, we will take them for Comics Etc. direct. Because you guys have paid us, we want to give you the money. We'll take the shelf copies. Don't worry about it. So yeah, and if you do, once again, order stuff over separate months, it's the one fee you're going to pay for that one order, and we will ship them as they come out. So that's pretty much it. The only thing I wanted to address before I get to questions is that speculators, I know a lot of speculators would look at this website and kind of go, well, it's not for me because speculation happens like close to a release date. And if you're one of those guys, you're a bad speculator, because you can look at the previous catalogue and know pretty much early on what will be a popular title. So next month is Hulk issue 1 by Donny Cates and Ryan Otley, and I can't wait. And every single launch of a Donny Cates book has been speculated gold. So if you don't order 10 copies of issue 1 and you're a speculator, you're not doing it right. So you can also play this game and win. So that's pretty much my rules. Do you think I missed anything? No? Could I have my my liquid gold, please, so I can refresh my palate? Pepsi Max. Diet Coke is for losers. All right. Now I'm kind of done. Now it's time for your questions. Now we'd like to bring in our special guest. Hey! Oh, that was close. That was close. So Remy is here. We're going to actually address anything that you have. Now, if you have asked a question, I haven't seen it, and I don't care, because I was waiting till I did my spiel.
It's tricky, and people need to slowly ask questions, because I have to use my phone because our internet's great.
So the first question that I've seen is by Karen about Pepsi Max. So what a fitting...
No, this is not what we're here to answer.
What a fitting What a fitting one.
So one of the ones I did see,
Yep.
just to check, someone asked, can we still do in-store pickup to see our ugly faces?
Well, first of all, there is a question. Hey, Alison, I think this is the first time in history the Comics Etc. website is down. I think Shopify's down. Believe it or not, in the most important stream that we've ever done, Comics Etc. is down. Maybe give it about half an hour, it should be back up. Thanks, Shopify. I've never seen Shopify go down.
Yeah, that was the question. You can still
Yeah.
do in-store pickup, hey? With
Absolutely.
Yeah, with direct.
You can do in-store pickup. That's fine.
So a question from Karen is, if something isn't in stock with us but can be back ordered, would you be adding it here again to save money, or if you're happy to wait?
Okay, so that's a really good question. What Karen is asking is that, can you pre-order an item that has already come out? So let's say we're sold out of Star Wars Volume 7. Can they order it in? The answer is no, because I don't trust that Marvel or DC or any company have it. We know when they announce a new printing of a book that they will print enough and that will actually come out. If I order something from Marvel and it says it's in stock, there's actually a high chance it's not in stock. And I refuse, this has been our MO from the day dot. We refuse to take anyone's money unless we can guarantee an item. So unfortunately, no. But if they do new printings of back catalogue stuff, we 100% will get that in. Now, I'm going to just check to see if the website's working. It's probably not. Case in point is Marvel. Marvel at the moment is... So Marvel at the moment is reprinting a lot of old trades. So when that happens, you can order those ones, and that's pretty much it. Okay, I hope that answered your question. What's your next one?
So just a question if it's a standing order question.
Yep.
So if you prefer to just keep your standing order, does anything change?
Okay, so if you like Comics Etc., you don't have to change a thing. We're still going to get our regular shipments in. Nothing's going to change for you guys. I personally think, because I've had actually a lot of standing order customers iffy on the process. Here's what I would do if I were you guys. If you've bought Uncanny X-Men since issue 1, I would pre-order those from the website just to save the money. If you've got no doubt whatsoever you're going to get a comic, keep getting it. Like, get it cheap off the website, and then maybe keep like Marauders or Hellions on your account, and do it 50-50. Like, honestly, we don't care if you don't use the service because we make a lot more money from you guys. Cha-ching. But yeah, I would personally use both services and see which one you like better. Save the money if you can.
Scott asks, will the titles that were sea freight be caught up before this new system?
Yeah, so I'm trying. So
yeah, it's tough.
So what I've actually done, I've actually got a spreadsheet going at the moment of orders of, let's just say, what's one that I noticed? I can't remember. Let's just say it was Sonic issue 39. I will go back as much as I can and as much as the companies will allow me to, order 1 or 2 copies to help you guys fill those orders, so you don't have that gap. So we're going to try our hardest. If there is a title you are worried about, honestly, please send us an email and we will try to get them for you. Just communicate with us and we'll try our best to help you.
Tyler asks, do comics disappear off the site for any reason, i.e. variants for Black Cat 9 are up but not the main cover?
I may have screwed up.
Okay, because he's just asking in case he's potentially missing out.
No, that's
delayed browsing.
No, that's a Jimbo mistake. I did it last night with Wolverine issue 15 as well. I forgot to tick one little box. I will make a note of that and I'll try to fix it after this stream.
Felix says our site currently looks like the internet circa 90s.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
Fantastic. If you're watching this later on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, or whatever streaming service you want, this is very rare that the website's gone down. So please go to it, please. Or maybe there's so many people on it right now you've crashed it.
No, I think it's just our internet.
Not our internet, Shopify.
Shopify. People seem to be pretty happy. Here we go. How does shipping work in terms of cost?
$10. Thank you for that, Glade. Yeah, we've had the biggest bit of feedback we've had so far is we haven't been clear enough on the postage costs. It's a flat rate of $10, no matter what.
Is there a way you guys can add a wish list feature to your main site?
So we are working on a wish list for the main site, and we're also working on a box kind of standing order system for direct. We want to just give it a little bit of a breathing room because we want to see how you guys use it first. But both are in the pipeline. We are thinking of how to do it because we have noticed that you guys are using the cart as a wish list. We are aware of that. We do see your abandoned carts, and then we see you actually going back and shuffling them. We know we need a wish list. It's on its way. We're just trying to fine tune it because things are really hard to get at the moment.
This is a good question. If I don't have $1,000 to buy my comics a month in advance and prefer to stick to my weekly orders, will comics etc. direct orders be prioritized?
Completely separate services.
Yeah, totally different.
Completely separate. Like I said earlier, Comics Etc. Direct will only, everything ordered through Comics Etc. Direct will only arrive to us in a separate shipment at the end of every month. It's a whole separate account from Diamond and Marvel and DC, and it's completely separate from Comics Etc. So no, we will never take a standing order customers or a website order customers from Comics Etc. and hand it over to Comics Etc. Direct. We will take shelf copies if for some reason we do miss something, and we'll try to fill the orders. But no, trust me, these are two separate businesses, so you're all good.
Is the shipping Australia-wide? Because WA has higher postage rates, apparently.
Well, you shouldn't have told us that. No, it's the same. It's the same no matter what.
Scott also asked, he's curious as how this helps out on dead store copies, as wouldn't most orders be diehards like me?
Nah, you'd be shocked. So I'm going to use Amazing Spider-Man as an example. So 2 months ago, we were safely selling 56 to 57 copies off the shelf, not including box customers and website customers. Suddenly last month it dropped to 48. So we've now got 9 copies that have remained unsold from our shelf copy allotment that we've just got to absorb now. Eventually they'll go in back issues, but what if it's a crap title like Man-Bat? We're never selling that, so yeah.
Another question is, yeah, this one's a tough one that people would want to know if you could import pull lists.
No.
Yeah.
At the moment, no. The reason why is that I'm going to let you guys into a bit of a secret if you are a standing order customer with us and you're a bit reluctant to use the service. We've actually had more people move over to Comics Etc. from box customers than the other way around. Like, I think people really love the idea and the flexibility of ordering what you want every single month. So that way, when you come to the counter and you no longer want to get Man-Bat, you don't have to go to us, oh, I don't want that anymore. You just haven't bought it. Because look at it. It's taunting me. We've got that copy. It's just sitting there. It sucks. So yeah, no, use it 50-50, the website.
I don't think so, but I'll ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
Would we be adding figures?
No, nothing.
Yeah.
If we can't guarantee an item, we're not offering it.
And the risk with figures is too high in terms of shipping, and usually you have to order like case lots.
Yeah.
So
honestly, it's just been such a nightmare getting toys into Australia. It's just not worth it, unfortunately.
How much does Dave hate us right now?
No, it's actually so Dave
he still does. Yeah.
Yeah. If in case you guys don't know, Dave is the guy who ships out every single item that comes into Comics Etc. Does an amazing job. So shout out to Dave if you're watching, and if you're watching, don't waste your time. Go to bed. You got boxing tomorrow. This hopefully will make his job a little bit easier by having monthly shipping for a lot of you guys, because we have noticed a lot of you guys move over. Wait.
Rish asks if we maintain our margins.
So that's a really good question, and I don't mind answering that. We lose about a third of our profit by doing this. We're hoping we pick it up on the back end. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, why hide? We hope this works, and we hope you guys order more. I can tell you right now from the early figures of the first couple of days, a lot of you are ordering the same amount or more. So far so good. Just keep it up.
So there's not really a way for standing orders to transfer over other than they pretty much order what they get in the box?
Yeah, so unfortunately, yeah. So what you want to do, if you're a current standing order customer and you want to use the website to order your stuff, do your order. Just do it now, put it through. We have a spreadsheet we've already made with, let's say, your box 2, and you've ordered Batman from issue 102,
Oh, thank God it's not Man Bat.
once 101 comes out and we know you're then caught up, we'll take it off your account and we'll take care of everything for you. If you come in and that you've already got something in your box you've ordered online, who cares? That's our fault. Just put it away. We don't care. Like, we've made the mistake, not you. It's fine. You guys won't miss out on anything being box customers, standing order customers. You know what I mean. Where's my drink?
Yeah, people are excited. It's
Yeah.
all the way over there. I'm not kidding. People are excited about the omnibuses.
The omnibus sales.
Well, and it's cool because you can get the direct market covers now because they have the two covers. We usually never got because it's
Yeah, we just
like,
don't know.
Yeah, it's you don't know, and
We don't like. I've noticed a lot of people like. Let me use Tyler. Tyler, for example. I think Tyler was Tyler. He ordered a lot of covers that I never thought anyone would be interested in. So
well, that's
we
the
just
thing.
don't know.
Yeah, because you don't want to take the gamble, but now you don't have to because people can get it and it's done.
Yeah.
Any way to view the entire month's list in one section?
I wish. I tried really hard, Stephen. I really did. I might see. I'm going to talk to the web team to see if I can do. There's two things I would love to do. Be able to see everything at once. I can see that he is getting answered by people, so hopefully someone else can answer if they've figured it out. I'm hoping to get an all product listing, and I'm also hoping to get a listing done in the order of the previous catalogue. I'm just trying to work that
that
out.
would be cool, but
Because then you could have the catalogue in front of you.
Yeah.
Another really good thing that I can't show you because I don't have a fake order in front of me. Once you actually place an order, you actually get a order confirmation and it will actually tell you the exact shipping months on it. So there's no confusion about, I don't know when that's coming or that's coming. We're very transparent about when everything should be arriving. Questions? Give me questions. I can
That's
take
about
questions.
it.
That's good.
People are asking about Man Bat. Look at you've started.
Yeah, so Glade asked how far advanced are the orders. At the moment, it's August. So when the July catalogue goes up around probably about the 28th of this month, it will be for stuff coming out in September. That may change, though, for your benefit. At the moment, there's a lot of talk in the industry about something called final order cutoff, and that's the cutoff date retailers can order this stuff, being moved very close to when the stock actually comes out. If that happens, we will adjust the website completely and change our dates. So ideally, if that does happen, you could be ordering something today that could be out in July. So that could be happening, fingers crossed. And if that does happen, trust me, we're going to change the dates in the system.
Are there any publishers we aren't going to cover?
Every single publisher that will ship to Australia is on there, even the adult ones. Don't order anything too bad, customs will stop it.
We might not have answered this, but
Yep.
if something's sold out before someone places their order, is there another chance to order it again?
There's nothing should be sold out because it's all pre-order.
Yeah.
If you go to an item and it says sold out, could you please let us know it's a mistake? So please let us know. Can you make a note if that comes up? It shouldn't happen.
So people asking about, we're still going to have the regular pre-orders for the other site.
Yep, everything is still going to be started. So if you're a guy who wants to order monthly or you missed something, you will get it. It will be up on the regular website as per usual. One of the other things I'll just quickly mention too before you tell me whatever's making you giggle is that we will now be eliminating sea freight stock with this system, so there won't be months delays any longer on stuff.
So Felix, the funny troll, has said, will he be able to order Holy Terror through direct?
No, you can't because it's not available. If they do new printings and it's in previews, you can order it till your
No one
heart's
wants
content.
it.
But no, that's it.
Okay, some sites let people get the previews for free. Would you be open
Yeah, I
to
can't afford that.
Yeah.
But no, here's the thing though, like, this is previews. Like, everything is on
Yeah.
there. And I get it, people want that actual catalogue, but if we were to suddenly... Okay, some shop talk. Previews is the most expensive product that we get into the store.
And
Like,
it's a waste of paper.
have you seen how thick it is? Do you have any idea how much it
Look at
costs
that.
to get that into Australia? It's
And
huge. I
environmental.
hate it. I love it. It's my favorite time of the month to sit down and read it, so I get it. I love it. But no, unfortunately, it just costs us too much.
Can orders be modified during the pre-order period to add, etc.?
No. The real answer is we get too many orders, and if we allow it, it's too much.
It's madness.
If you're an in-store customer though, just make another order. Have 10 orders. We don't care.
Yes.
Make 100 orders.
Competition further.
Yeah, competition further. But no, unfortunately not. That's why I kind of recommend everyone don't commit your order. Wait till the last minute. Like, wait till the end of the month. Go through the catalogue, triple check it, quadruple check it, then place your order. There's no rush. Nothing's going to sell out. You can just, wait till the end of the month. That's what I'd personally do. A lot of you people are rushing in and buying straight away and go nuts, but I'd wait till the end of the month.
Will you include back orders restock here as well, or is it only the new stuff?
It's only new stuff unless a publisher resolicits an item.
Reprints?
Yeah. It's just, I just don't trust them.
Yeah. Especially now, like so much stuff is just not in print.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I could order Spider-Man by Todd McFarlane Volume 1 showing in stock at Marvel, and we can never get the copies. But everything pre-order from companies you always get because they print to demand, so unfortunately.
Well, and back to the previous thing, if you look at direct, like the DC, they've taken out, like they're not in previews and you can get it online, so I wonder if more people are going to do it that way. Also,
just so you guys know too, any promo material we get, like if Marvel through Penguin start giving out free Marvel previews, we're going to give them to you guys. If DC, because DC is printing their catalogue again, I'm not sure if it's free or not.
They are?
Yeah, apparently they've decided to start printing their catalogue again. If it's free, we're going to give it to you guys. These things should be free anyway. Like, I don't get it. Just give it to us for free.
If you're trying to get people to buy stuff, why would you not want to showcase it?
It's so expensive, but just send it to us for free. Any other questions at all?
I think we've done pretty well.
So we might try to do this again in a couple more weeks just to remind you guys, let you know how it's all going. Let me just refresh the website so I can see if it's working now, please.
If we're out of the 90s.
Yes!
Yeah.
Now, can I just complain about one thing? I want to show you guys something. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is, right? Look at that.
It's not loading.
No, they actually don't have the covers for those. Look at that. You've got the cover artwork. You've got the logos. How nice does that look, right? And then you go over to Boom.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Marvel.
No, Marvel's okay. Like, what is that? There's no covers. Like, what is... You can't tell what anything is. Put the proper artwork up. It drives me nuts. So, and like I said, I want to reiterate, speculators, you can make a lot of money from this. Well, like Last Ronin,
here's a cool
order
question.
50.
How long did this take to set up?
We've been working on this since October last year. That's when the initial process began, and we started thinking about it. I think there was a lockdown around September, was there?
That 3-day one.
There was the December one that was a lockdown one, and then there was one earlier. For some reason, I can't remember what. We had a couple days, and that's when we originally started looking into the mathematics of it all. But no, it's been a huge job, and I'm thankful that it's here. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. We'll stay and just chat for a little bit just in case any more questions come up, because we haven't done this at night time. Reaction's been good, so
yeah,
maybe we've got to do an OnlyFans. I mean, an up late show.
You're a sick man. Why did people do hearts?
So Glade asked if the pre-order discount is intended to remain month to month. Yep. No matter what happens, if the price increases because the dollar drops later on, so let's say in September the dollar has really dropped, so our in-store prices rise by 50 cents, you will still get 25 to 35% off the $8.50 or whatever the comic prices are at that stage. By that token too, if comic prices drop and suddenly we're $7.50 in the store, your discount will be on top of that. So the discount will always be 25 to 35% off. So let's hope the Australian dollar does well. You could be getting comics for very cheap in a couple of years' time.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, everyone. So yeah, anything else? Yeah, we can talk about what I'm going to take home to read tonight. Crossover by Donny Cates, because that's all over it. Hey, have you got my can of Pepsi there?
No, I told you it's all the way over there. I'm not moving.
Oh my god.
There's a question that's unrelated, but
Oh, Free Comic Book Day. I'd love to talk about that. No, we're not doing it. Okay, so I've been very, very iffy about doing Free Comic Book Day this year because of all the lockdowns. Then Melbourne happened again, and
it's
I've
too risky.
1,000% of not doing Free Comic Book Day. We are getting the stuff in. I don't know how I'm going to give it out. We will give it out. If we have to wait a little bit, if we just end up giving it out to orders, we will be getting the comics, we will be giving them out, but we won't be doing it Free Comic Book Day style. So that'll definitely be on its way.
do we end up saving much on shipping or not at all?
Don't swear. A lot. The most expensive part of the comic book industry in Australia is the shipping.
Yeah.
It is,
especially now,
yeah. So on top of
in the last 2 years.
on top of all the fees that you pay, all the airline fees, all the fuel excises, there is also now an emergency freight fee because of nothing coming into Australia. And we just found out today that LAX have increased their tariffs by 15%. So no, the most expensive part is the shipping. So this helps a big amount.
Apparently the internet thing is not just us, it's a global thing that's happened.
Really? There you go. Russian hackers.
Oh, don't.
It could be Russian hackers.
Okay.
Well, you guys are doing nothing else, so, now that your internet's down, are the streaming services, is anyone watching anything on streaming?
Like Sweet Tooth?
Hey, just so everyone knows, I'm going to do a fake goodbye, so we can cut the stream off and put this video up on YouTube, but if you want, we'll stay on and chat. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you just saw that anyway.